Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter play. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on,
short picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. The Rebels get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
yeah, I mean,
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Utah State up-tempo.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking downfield, it's Ramos. And they got him for the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Give to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Nice move to keep running. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They go to the draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about that special teams play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
After giving up the punt return from the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Just plowing down the field. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun signature location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They're playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Snagged in the middle, it's Miles. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got it on the move. Tight coverage there did not stop it from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah State, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Ramos. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. On the move into 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Utah State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the right side. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together, given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for... Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The option look. He'll toss it. Turns it on at midfield. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Oh, it's a pass. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ramos. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Extending the play. Short gain on the play before he slides. But no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter instead. Here comes the field goal kicker. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
Utah State, 24.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. On second down, wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Back to throw, it's Ramos. A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown on their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
Utah State, 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Aggies. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
45. Utah State, 31.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Ramos. He's got his man, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now the play fake. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 here. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Utah State up-tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT almost put this one away.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Coming after him. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.